Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back to Math. Math for what? Math for 100 level. Make come back for Math for 100 level, Math 101. We are treating the topic complex number. Today we'll be taking multiplication of complex number. If you have not checked on addition of complex number, you can watch the previous video. And one of the video that is coming very soon is notations of complex number. How do we represent complex number? We have different forms. We have the one we use trig ratio to show. We have the one we use Euler notation, and we have rectangular notation. It's this rectangular notation that we've been taking. So today we'll take multiplication of complex numbers. So remember, if we have Z1 to be equals to A1 plus IB1, and we have Z2 to be equals to A2 plus IB2, then when we have Z1 multiplied by Z2, the answer is equals to A1 plus IB1 multiplied by A2 plus IB2. Then when we multiply it together, what we are going to have is what? A1, A2, A1, A2, then minus B1, B2, then we have I. Better still, because of those people who will not really understand the step I have jumped, let me not jump steps. Let me take it just like I'm taking the elementary class. So we use this to open those brackets. We have A1 open bracket, A2 plus IB2. Then we use IB1 to open the bracket. We have plus IB1 open bracket, A2 plus IB2. Then when we use this to open the bracket, we have A1, A2 plus A1, B2. Then we use this to also open the bracket. We have plus A2, A2, B1. Then we have plus I square, B1, B2. Any problem with that? No problem. Then the next implies that we have A1, A2 minus, why am I saying minus? I square. If you remember in the first video, don't mind my China phone. So this becomes I square, B1, B2. So I have B1, B2. So this is the real part. Then I have plus I is common to both of them. So let's factorize I out. So then we have A1, B2 plus A2, B1. A1, B2 plus A2, B1. So don't forget, when you are being asked to multiply two complex numbers together, you say the square. I'm not looking for the square. The real part multiplied by the real part minus the imaginary part multiplied by the imaginary part to give you the real part. Then to get the imaginary part, you put imaginary iota outside, then open bracket A1 B2 plus A2 B1. Don't forget. So back to our example when we have Z1 to be equals to 3 minus 4i, and we have Z2 to be equals to 2 plus 2i. Find Z1 multiplied by Z2. So if we use that our formula, real part multiplied by real part, so I have 2 times 3 minus the imaginary part, negative 4 times 2 plus I open bracket, this times this, so I have 3 times 2 plus the imaginary part times the real part of this, which is equals to minus 4 times 2. So this and this will give me 6, will give me negative 8. Then I have plus 8. Then this part I have plus imaginary part. Here I have 6 minus 8. 6 minus 8, what am I having? With 6 minus 8, I have minus 2. So I have it to be equals to 14 plus minus 2i, which is equals to 14 minus 2i. So if we follow the normal process for doing multiplication, how do we solve it together? We have 3 minus 4i, or we use the method 4i multiplying 2 plus 2i. So when we do this, we use this 3 to open the bracket. So we have 3 open bracket 2 plus 2i. We use negative 4i to open the bracket. So we have 3 minus 4i. Minus 4i multiplied by 2 plus 2i. So when we use these 3 to open the bracket, I have 6 plus 6i, and I have minus 8i minus 8i squared minus 8i squared. So this will give me 6 plus 6i minus 8i. This minus 8i squared, I squared is equals to negative 1. Negative 1 times negative will give us plus 8. So we collect the real part and the real part, imaginary part and the imaginary part. See the real part here and the real part here. So I have 6 plus 8, imaginary part, plus 6i minus 8i. Then this gives 14 minus 2i. So irrespective of the methods which you have used, we must get the same answer. So I see this to be very simple, this to be very short, while this is very long. And this one, you will not fall into mistake in the process of solving. But this one, you are likely to mix numbers together when you are solving. So don't forget, when you want to do multiplication, you just say this times this minus this times this. It gives you the real part. The imaginary part, this times this plus this times this, it gives you the imaginary part. So thank you for watching multiplication of complex number. Once again, please press the subscription button if you have not subscribed. We'll meet in the next class where I'll be talking about the other form of notation apart from rectangular notation or forms of notation. We have the Euler formula for it, which we have r e raised to the power of I theta. Then we also have the one we can say z is equals to r open bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. So watch out for the next video where we'll be talking about other forms of this complex number notation apart from rectangular notation. So thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Subscribe.